There was a whole plan. There was a whole plan that I had behind doing this. It was like a legit whole plan, but I don't remember anything at this moment right now. So, where are we? A little catch up. I love a good catch up. I'm going to try to make this story really, really short, really, really cute, you know? So, we are currently in Florida. I bidded on some houses, 3 properties, absolute fail. Mark this day, September 11th, 8/20, 2023. We won our first property. Now let me get off this phone and call this man, because I need my money. Alhamdulillah, life lesson learned. Who doesn't love a good lesson in life? Bidded on some of those properties. It worked out. I won the properties, but they were bad properties. I didn't understand how to run my numbers correctly. I've learned now. Bought another program, this one from people who specifically do land. They gave a lot of information, a lot of valuable information. Alhamdulillah. I'm taking that information. I'm learning how to sell the land that I bought already, as well as how to get into some other land sales. And great news, they have taught how to sell the land without ever actually being on the land. What does that mean? That means currently right now I'm in Florida. That means if I wanted to sell the land in Michigan, even though I'm in Florida, I can simply just sell the land online. And I never have to actually touch down in Michigan. The 3 properties I have, I'm going to lose money, but inshallah, I make some type of money from it. I'm okay with losing the money because it was a life lesson learned. So long as I make something, I don't want it to just sit there and it's just problems. It ended up being a whole thing with one of the properties. Like they took a parcel of land and then they divided it into like less than 1/10 of an acre. I went there with my boss to kind of look it out and take pictures with the camera and videos and things like that. The guy was kind of like, oh, I don't know why they keep selling this property. You can't build on this property. Da 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 da. After doing some research, now that I've learned a bit, I've realized 2 things. One, which was obvious, I should have realized in the first place. The dude in the place is telling me, you can't build on the property, but you have 2 other properties that are on the same exact lot size. 1 + 1 = 2. So then, as I started continuing to look into the properties that was already purchased, I seen that down the block, there was another property that sold for this same exact size, or around the same exact size, which tells you what again? I can sell the property. Now, that's the good news. Bad news is I brought it way overvalued. Like I spent a bag on it unnecessarily. That's the life lesson learned. So what's to do now that we spend triple of what it's actually worth and what I can actually sell it for? What do we do now? Tomorrow I have to call the county office. I have to ask them some questions about building restrictions, zoning laws, and if there's any liens on the property. Once I find that information out, I'm then going to call a photographer. I've already joined a group of photographers here in Florida. I'm going on the website and I'm selling the property. I'm posting it up. So that's the goals. That's the idea. So far, now that I've crunched the actual numbers and got a better idea of the property, the traits that it has, the benefits that it has, and around what I can actually get it for, I see now I'm going to lose money. But inshallah, I will make something back. It won't be a profit. It'll still be a loss, but inshallah, I'll make something without dealing with having to get lawyers and surveyors and all those different people out there to come look at the land and things like that. What's the goal? What's the plan, Claudia? You're in Florida. It didn't work out. What are you doing? So for now, the plan is try to sell those properties, inshallah. Take the little bit of money I got, put it back into the pot, take that pot and divide and conquer into some different states now for lower buying margins and really build the bag. The moment that I can do at least 1 to 2 sales online, if not this Florida sale, once I see that I can do it online, I'm out of here. No offense to my boss. May Allah reward you. Continue to make you successful. I'm probably going to clip this part out. But Yeah, the moment that I can make 1 to 2 sales, especially if I can sell those 2, 3 properties completely online, I'm not staying here. I miss my kids. I miss my kids bad. And I love my kids and I want to see them. I want to wake up and see their smiles. I want to hug them. I want to kiss them. I want to be around them. I want to deal with their crazy ways. I don't want my mom to be the one who's taking care of them when they're sick and they need help and they don't understand, when they're angry, when they're sad. I don't want that. I want to be in my kids' life. I love my kids. But I want to make money. I have to make money. I'm in survival mode. But that doesn't mean I have to make money a dumb way. So, really quick filler. The whole point of Florida was to get into real estate, right? That was the whole point of the Florida move. As far as I was understanding, it was better for me to physically move down to Florida than to actually try to do real estate from where I'm at. Again, I didn't have much knowledge of what I could and couldn't do. I just assumed it was better to be here. So we moved. I moved. The family's still back in New York. After coming home from viewing the property, I kind of got in my emotions. I was a bit sad. I was a bit concerned. But either you gonna make it or you gonna make it. And I'm gonna make it, inshallah. So I started doing more research. And then I was talking to my mom, and one of the people that I actually got the auction links from, I seen that they were live on Instagram. Joined their live. On the live, they were talking about how if you email your number to them, they'll give you a call. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna email my number. So I emailed my phone number, and then they ended up actually seriously calling me. I'm gonna insert that clip here.
Can I speak to Claudia, please?
Oh, this is her.
Hey, Claudia, how you doing? This is Rand J from the Acre Boys.
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. Bless. How about yourself?
I'm good. Happy to be speaking to you guys.
Definitely.
So, how is there a time limit or a question limit?
We try to keep the calls because we got other calls. We try to keep it to 10 minutes, so we got a little bit of time.
Oh.
So go ahead and shoot.
Okay, cool. So, I currently, I bought a program to learn how to invest. It was for auctions. I did that. Wasn't able to invest, found an investor, bought 3 properties, but didn't realize that there was the whole 0.10th rule. Went to go see the properties, and they didn't have an exact address on them. So I'm kind of lost on where to go from here now, and plus 2 other questions that I had.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, what's happening, what you're going through, there's something called an APN, which is Assessor's Parcel Number. That is something that you'll need to identify. All these things we go over and we teach everybody just from A to Z, just so there's no steps missed. So we go ahead and teach you how to find, how to look for it, how to source it, everything like that, in order to just make sure you understand exactly what you're doing going to achieve. So yeah, we definitely.
So we had a brief conversation. They were answering some of the questions I had, and then of course they're gonna talk to me about their program. I ended up actually opting in for that program just because I want to make sure I have a complete understanding. Like I tell you guys all the time, and like how I've stressed in previous videos, you have to invest in yourself. You have to. Even if you think that the money is gonna blow, it's just not. Even if you think the money is gonna be a wasteful money or whatever the case may be, invest in something. Invest in what you feel will make you money. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to drop a couple of bags on investing in my mind and my skills. So when I bought the 3 properties and I realized I'm lost, I don't understand how I messed up. I feel kind of insecure about the numbers that I bought these properties at, because why are you guys saying that I could have bought properties at this price instead? Speaking to the brothers, I realized, okay, cool. I most 100% want to get you guys this program. Bought the program, immediately started up on the program, started watching the content, started binging it. It's now the next day that I've bought it, because I watched it last night. It's now the next day. I'm completing some more trainings in there. I'm just consuming a whole bunch of content. Y'all know how we do. We consume the content. We consume the content that will be beneficial, inshallah, to help us then create the content. I've been watching the videos. I've been taking notes. I've been looking at my parcels of land that I bought and kind of making a better judge of character of where did you go wrong? What could you have done better? How much did you buy it for? How much can you sell it for? How much should you have bought it for? Like just really making better calculations of what I did wrong and how I can do better the next time, inshallah. Sell the properties, whatever type of money I could get back, put into some different properties at a lower cost, sell online, go back home, continue to sell online, and then from there build until I get to the point that I can relocate with my family and just repeat, rent and repeat, rent and repeat, rent and repeat, rent and repeat, and build an empire. You know, I make these videos for documentation to show where I'm at right now. I'm not in a pretty place. I'm away from my family. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm not making consistent money.